Hi, welcome to my video. I'm so excited to have you here. If you're looking to learn English idiom in the easy way, you're in the right place. I'll be sharing cool idioms, breaking down their meanings, and showing you how to use them in everyday conversation. So, to impress your friends, just stick around. Let's go! But before we begin, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Nafid Maulana, but you can call me Hafid. I was born in Jambi and I am currently studying at Jambi University in English department. But before we begin to idioms, I would like to explain about what is idiom. Idioms are expressions that cannot be understood literally. Phrase or expression that has a figurative meaning different from its literal meaning. Their meanings are generally understood by native speaker or those who familiar with the cultural context. For example, Albert and his brother Lucas are like two peas in a pod. I can tell them apart. Like two peas in a pod has nothing to do with peas but means two people who look alike. And why we should learn idioms. English idioms will help you learn, understand, and remember the most common English idiom and expression. Some of the expressions in this course are not idioms, but particularly common combination of words. Learners often make mistakes when they use this set expression. For example, April going to have a baby this summer. So let's begin with idiom 8. So the first idiom, no spring chicken. No spring chicken. It means no longer young. For example, after climbing the hill, I realized I am no spring chicken. Next, wet behind the ears. Wet behind the ears. It means young and inexperienced. For example, my assistant is a bit wet behind the ears. He's still a lot to learn. And then we have next phrase, as old as the hills. As old as the hills. It means extremely old. For example, Brian feels like as old as the hills when his kids talk about technology. Next, bright young things. Bright young things. It means young people or ambitious people. For example, these bright young things have just started college. These bright young things have just started college. Getting on in years. Getting on in years. It means getting old. For example, Karen worried she's getting on in years after spotting more gray hair. Karen worried she's getting on in years after spotting more gray hair. Bridges the generation gap. Bridges the generation gap. It means appeals to people of all age. For example, this TV show bridges the generation gap The whole family love it. This TV show bridges the generation gap. The whole family love it. We have expression with age. My grandpa got married again at the ripe old age of 1902. It means ripe old age. It means very old age. Next, Sally first sang on stage at the tender age of 7. The tender age means very young age. Brenda's teachers told him to start acting his age. Acting his age means behaving in a way appropriate to his age. I feel my age when I go shopping with my children. The expression in this phrase, "it feel my age," it means I'm conscious of being older. Age of idiom again. In the prime of my life. In the prime of my life. It means at my best or successful, healthy. For example, I've just turned 40 and I am in the prime of my life. I've just turned 40 and I am in the prime of my life. Long in the tooth. Long in the tooth. It means getting old. For example, I'm too long in the tooth to try out skydiving. I'm too long in the tooth to try out skydiving. Over the hill. Over the hill. It means old and past my best years. For example, I can't come to that nightclub with you. I am over the hill. I can't come to that nightclub with you. I am over the hill. Next, knee high to a grasshopper. Knee high to a grasshopper. It means very young. For example, Katie started learning piano when she was knee-high to a grasshopper. Katie started learning piano when she was knee-high to a grasshopper. Twilight years. Twilight years. The meaning of twilight years. It's the last years of someone's life. For example, Derek and John spent their twilight years traveling the world. Derek and John spent their twilight years traveling the world. Young at heart. Young at heart. It means youthful despite being old. For example, Aisa might be 84, but she is still young at heart. Aisa might be 84, but she is still young at heart. We move on the idioms, friends, and family. Losing touch with. Losing touch with. Losing touch with. It means no longer being in contact. For example, Harper regrets losing touch with all her school friends. Harper regrets losing touch with all her school friends. Keep in touch with. Keep in touch with. It means the last year of someone's life. For example, keep in touch with. Keep in touch with. It means the last years. Keep in touch with. Keep in touch with. It means continue to be in contact with. For example, I've kept in touch with Lynn since we left college 25 years ago. I've kept in touch with Lynn since we left college 25 years ago. A soulmate. A soulmate. It means the perfect person to be a partner or friend. For example, I think Akbar found a soulmate. Both he and she love reading. I think Akbar found a soulmate. Both he and she love reading. A mutual friend. A mutual friend. It means a shared friend of two people. For example, Mary and Pierre met through Isaac, a mutual friend of theirs. Mary and Pierre met through Isaac, a mutual friend of theirs. Get on like a house on fire. Get on like a house on fire. It means get along extremely well, have a very good relationship. For example, Rahul and Tara get on like a house on fire. They are always talking. Rahul and Tara get on like a house on fire. They are always talking. Drifted apart. Drifted apart. It means slowly become less friendly or close to each other. For example, Mia and I have drifted apart since she left our choir and started boxing instead. Mia and I have drifted apart since she left our choir and started boxing instead. Struck up a friendship with. Struck up friendship with. It means became friend with. For example, I struck up a friend with Pete while we were in cooking class. I struck up a friend with Pete while we were in cooking class. Hit it off. Hit it off. It means became friend very quickly. For example, my wife and I hit off immediately when we first met at a concert. My wife and I hit it off immediately when we first met at a concert. Got off on the wrong foot. Got off on the wrong foot. It means started our relationship badly. For example, Ray and I got off on the wrong foot on our date. He was late and I forget my name. Ray and Ray and I got off on the wrong foot on our date. He was late and he forgot my name. Ray and I got off on the wrong foot on our date. He was late and he forgot my name. A chip off the old block. A chip off the block, the old block. A chip off the old block. It means very similar to someone in his family. For example, Bob reminds me so much of his father. He is a chip of the old block. Bob reminds me so much of his father. He is a chip of the old block. Immediate family. Immediate family. It means close family such as parents, son, daughter, brothers, and sisters. For example, I am close to my immediate family, but I am close to my I am close to my immediate family, but rarely see my other relative. I am close to my immediate family, but rarely see my other relative. Bringing up, bringing up, bringing up. It means teaching a child how to behave. For example, we're bringing up our children to be kind to animals. We were bringing up our children to be kind to animals. Extended family. Extended family. It means wider family, such as grandparents and cousins. For example, Boris often asks members of his extended family to help with child care. Boris often asks members of his extended family to help with child care. A family heirloom. A family heirloom. It means an object that has been passed down through the generation of a family. For example, that vase is a family heirloom. My grandpa bought it in China in 1893. That vase is a family heirloom. My grandpa bought it in China in 1893. Runs in our family. Runs in our family. It means is common feature in our family. For example, curly hair runs in our family, and my daughter, mom, and I all have it. Curly hair runs into our family, and my daughter, mom, and I all have it. So this is the exercise to we need to. So this is the match the definition to the correct idioms. Sedari kita belajar idiom tadi, diharapkan kalian bisa mengerjakan exercise ini. Tugasnya hanyalah match the definition to the correct idioms. For example, immediate family. What are the immediate family definition? As you can see in the left top side, there are a few definition of idioms that berada di kotak-kotak di sebelah kanan. For example, ini immediate family, deskripsinya adalah close family such as parents, sons, daughter, brothers, and sisters. Kalau yang a fair weather friend, the description in number 2, a friend who desert you when you have difficulties. And number 3 idioms, losing touch with. It belong to number 3, no longer being in contact with. And family heirloom, the idiom a family heirloom, it belongs to number 1, an object that has been passed down through the generation of a family. Next, a soulmate, it belongs to number 4, the perfect person to be a friend or partner. The extended family idiom belong to number 6, wider family such as grandparents, cousin, nephew, and niece. And the last idiom, drifted apart, and it's belong to number 5, slowly become less friendly or close to each other. So that's all from me. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.